Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Kapala Bhati Pranayama. My name is Cyan. I'm from the Light Collective, and if pranayama tutorials and yoga philosophy is something that you're more interested in receiving in your inbox, then hit the subscribe button below. If you want to go even deeper into pranayama, then head to our website where we have a whole range of yoga teacher trainings. So first of all, how do you pronounce this breath? Kapala Bhati Pranayama. What it translates to is skull shining breath, because when we do this practice, it is a pranayama or a breath practice that helps to really clear the mind and lift the energy. We are working with an activation at the stomach. We're pumping and pushing the breath out, and as we do this, it allows us to create a beautiful fire in the navel center, Manipura chakra, and at the same time, it allows us to detoxify our body and our energy body. It's a fantastic breath practice to do first thing in the morning. It activates our digestive fire, it cleanses us for the day, creates a bit of heat and vitality, and it oxygenates the body. When you are working with strong retentions and exhale retentions, Kapalabhati is a great preliminary breath so that you are prepared and oxygenated for any other type of pranayama. Let's begin with the instruction itself. If you are brand new to this breath practice, I encourage you to start by taking your hands onto the navel. And we begin by inhaling and expanding the belly on the inhale. And as you exhale, draw the belly into the spine. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine. This might be where you stay for the next month. I encourage you to bring that connection between your mind, your breath, and your belly. You're creating new neural pathways with this breath practice. It might be that you have been breathing high, short, and shallow for your entire life, in which case, the fact that I am asking you to do this practice means a whole lot of new thoughts, new neural pathways, and a deepening connection to the stomach. So go easy on yourself. Be gentle and stay here until you start to build that connection to your breath and your stomach. Once you have that connection and feel comfortable, so it might take, as I said, a month, 2 months. In fact, learning and mastering this entire pranayama took me about 2 years because no one really ever taught it to me properly. You can start to move into the full breath practice. You can bring your hands again at the navel center. Inhale, expand the belly. And as you exhale, push the breath out of the nose and snap the navel into the spine. Inhale, expand. And exhale, snap. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. And stay at this steady pace for a little while. And I encourage you to keep doing this practice as I talk. This is stage 2 of Kapalbhati Pranayama. Getting used to inhaling into the belly, exhaling, forcing the breath out of the nostrils, and simultaneously snapping the belly back to the spine. Create a steady rhythm that you can keep for about 20 or 30 strokes. And then rest for a moment. We now move on to the third stage and full Kapalabhati breath. In this stage, I'd like you to focus on the exhalation and allow the inhale to be natural and passive. Your body will naturally inhale automatically. You don't even need to focus on it. I encourage you to just focus on a strong exhalation and a snapping of the belly into the spine. See if you can begin with me whenever you're ready and let go of overthinking. Notice that as I exhale, my belly snaps in and the sound of the exhalation is strong. The inhalation is natural and passive. My belly naturally bounces back and the breath draws in easily and effortlessly. I'm using my hand, but you can rest your hand either on the knees or bring the hands again onto the belly to keep that connection between the mind and the stomach. I encourage you to play with this practice for a little while. Keep that rhythm consistent and at a pace that works for you. It might still be slow and steady, or it might be quick and fast. If you like, when you're ready, finish with a long and complete exhale, a full and deep inhale. Bring your attention to the third eye center and retain the breath for a few beats before exhaling completely. You might notice that this breath practice brings with it a sense of lightness. As I said, this is the skull shining breath. So it's almost with every exhalation that we are shining the skull, clearing the mind, and bringing a sense of lightness into the upper chakras. So if you feel light, this is a good sign. This is an activation of the energy body and an encouragement of energy up the spine and into the throat, third eye, and crown. Notice if you do this breath practice, you can watch yourself in a mirror if you are pushing your body down. You don't want the shoulders to drop down and the energy to push down. There is a lightness and a lift. The energy is moving upwards and the body is moving upwards. So you'll notice when I do the practice that there is a lightness to the chest and the upper body. Notice how my body seems to lift on the exhale as opposed to push down, which can happen with beginners. I also want to let you know that there are some contraindications or reasons why you might not want to do this breath practice. First of all, if you are pregnant or in the early stages of pregnancy, we recommend that it might not be a great idea to activate and pump the belly. If you have glaucoma or eye issues, then it might not be a good idea to do any of the belly pumping practices because it can bring pressure to the head. If you have had surgery around the stomach or the lower abdomen, or you have any serious illness like cancer, it can bring more energy to this area of the body when you want to heal it. It is fine to do this breath practice if you have gut issues or if you have IBS. Then what we start to do is clear, cleanse, and detoxify this part of the body. I hope you have enjoyed this Kapalabhati pranayama tutorial. And I encourage you to work with this breath until it becomes really effortless. It is a key practice in many of the other Kriya that we teach in the Light Collective.